Mason Mount's quite a sad story, man. I actually like Mason Mount, and I think he's been one of our better players this year. I think he's been good for us so far this season. When he's been fit under Amrim, in that 3-4-3, he was a good option in either of the 10 roles for me. But I believe us changing manager, the changing formation back to a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-3 or whatever we seem like we think we're going to play moving forward, I think this signals the end of Mason Mount at Manchester United. I don't see him really fitting into this team moving forward. Obviously, he can play in the 10. You're not really going to play him in a double pivot. He's either going to play in the 10 or off one of the wide positions. Mason Mount wide in a 4-back formation, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see Mason Mount playing left wing in a front three. I don't want to see him play a right wing in a front three. He can't play in the 10 when Bruno Fernandes is still here. We've got Matheus Cunha, who probably will play in the 10 ahead of Mason Mount. Once we sign a left winger, I think in the summer we'll sign a left winger, and Cunha will float between the two positions, between 10 and between left wing. Amad Diallo can also play in the 10, who I think has a much bigger and better future with Manchester United than Mason Mount. And the bottom line is, we can't rely on this guy to stay fit. If we can rely on him to stay fit, I would say 100% keep him around the squad, because he, like I said, he can do a job in the 10. He can do a job in the midfield three. He can do a job off the right or off the left in maybe a tough away game where you want him to track back and tuck into midfield and add an extra body in there. He can be a useful player, but he can't stay fit. He can't stay fit. He costs £60 million. He's probably on a big wage, and he's never ever going to be in our first choice starting 11 in a 4-back formation. In a 3-4-3, maybe in one of the 10s he was looking good there, and that role kind of suits him very well in my opinion. For me to be a lone 10, he's not creative enough. I don't know if he affects the game enough. I like Mason Mount, but I think come the summer, cut your losses, man. Ship him out, respectfully. Shout out Mace, but it's time to go. Do you agree, United fans? Would you get rid of Mace? I just don't see where he fits in. I don't see it. Cunha in the 10, Amad in the 10, Bruno in the 10. If Bruno leaves, bring in a superstar left winger, Cunha plays in the 10. You've got Amad there still as well. Don't know what's going to happen with Xerxes. He's probably going to leave, but yeah, man, I just don't see Mason Mount fitting into this team moving forward. But we'll see, because if Thomas Tuchel comes in, he loves Mason Mount. I guess we'll wait and see, man.